MedStar is an integral part of SAAS, the South Australian Ambulance Service. We have doctors, nurses and paramedics that have undergone extensive training in pre-hospital and retrieval medicine to be able to provide critical care interventions in austere environments and in challenging conditions away from the metropolitan area. We've been here 9.5 years now. When we started, we came down to the old CHC or Lloyd Aviation building, which we're standing in now. We turned it around in a very short period of time to make an operational base, and everyone was out of this one building. The calls that came in, the teams that responded, and the training that we needed to do.
Because our location isn't purpose-built, we have a very limited space for operations, storage and administration. So we have a large number of staff that cohabitate in quite limited space.
At the moment we have to respond lights and sirens from this location to drive 6 to 7 minutes in peak hour traffic under emergency driving conditions to get our teams round to the helicopter to respond. During that time, your blood pressure and your heart rate go up. You're having to work a bit harder to think about manoeuvring through the traffic. All this manual work and all of this thinking about what you need to do, as well as the rushing to get there, can certainly, one, delay us from getting going and probably not put us in the best position when we are then sitting in the helicopter to respond to someone in a life-critical position.
What this is for is not for us. This is about ultimately being able to respond in a timely fashion for a patient. This is about us putting all these resources for that one person who's having the worst day of their life and improving their potential outcome.
We've outgrown the facility. It is a bit tired. It's been very useful for what we've needed to do, but we're certainly looking forward to going around the corner. The facilities here are amazing. To think that we're able to put the administration team, the operations and the clinical teams all under one roof. Before we were separated in 3 buildings, now we've come together in one building. We're working together as a team, and the main goal of why we're here is improve patient care. We've now got a purpose-built facility that meets and exceeds our needs for what we need to do with an aeromedical retrieval service in South Australia. It means that we can get off the ground quicker. We won't have that long drive from the old base under emergency conditions, which puts us at risk as well. We can walk out the back door, be airside, be in the helicopter inside of a couple of minutes and be airborne in a very timely fashion. It also helps. The environment that we have is extremely positive. We're here at the Adelaide Airport and we really feel part of the aeromedical precinct, which forms where Babcock helicopters are, the Royal Flying Doctor Service and now the Rescue, Retrieval and Aviation Services base, which we're standing in today.
When I think back to where we were pre-MedStar, pre-SA Ambulance, and I look to where we are now, it's just mind-blowing. It's incorporated everything that we believe for our service. When you've got a critical call happening and you know that every minute is counting and that patient's life is on the line, you really feel the pressure when you know there's a delay. And I think what I'm feeling now when I'm on a call is I know that they are literally able to walk across and get into a helicopter. They're able to respond immediately, and that is an 8 to 10 minute delay that we no longer have.
This wouldn't be possible without the Motor Accident Commission and the South Australian Government. The people of South Australia should be extremely proud of the world-class facility we have here to look after sick and critically ill patients around South Australia.